What happened? Hey, what's going on, everyone? Cleb Napier here from wearecritics.com, and welcome to episode 2. Thanks for joining us again. Of course, I'm your host, Cleb Napier, as I just said, and of course, I couldn't be here without my lovely team. I got my man, Miggy Miggs, in the building. How you doing, bro?
What up, Cleb? How you doing? What's up, everyone out there?
I'm doing good. We had to make some changes, man. You know, this is episode 2, so we're still working out the kinks. You know, we're trying new things here. We got the new microphone set up. I like this for branding purposes.
I love this, man. I love this.
But of course,
great.
Even though with this, there's a lot of new. We got to bring back the old, and we got Miss Jelly in the building.
Hello.
Lovely, always good to have you here. The casual in the building, you know, talking with us. We might have to fix Jelly's cam too when we're at it too. Get a second because it's a little off, but we'll get that right.
It's like frame me up.
I'm not in the middle.
We gotta get her in the frame. Listen, it's been a crazy week. A lot of things being talked about, a lot of things being dropped. But first, you know, as we always do in good fashion, let's talk about the things that we're watching. What are we watching right now?
Clep, I feel like this week we're gonna have the same stuff in common, bro.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Like, you know, Disney's out here dropping, you know, new stuff, new content, and I think that's what we're trying to watch. You know, that's what I'm watching.
Okay, so when you say Disney, what are we talking about?
Oh, we're talking Ironheart.
There's a lot to talk about with Ironheart. We're gonna do a full review. I'm going to do a full review of 1 through 6. You guys can give your review from 1 through 3.
You saw all
but you ain't doing no spoilers, right?
No spoilers. I mean, no spoilers.
We can spoil 1 through 3.
Yeah, we'll spoil 1 through 3. But we're not going to spoil 1 through 6. But I will give you my overall consensus of the whole show and what I thought about it. Jelly, what are you watching right now?
I have a few things. So I have Love Island USA.
Love Island.
That's on Peacock. That's
Love
for
Island.
me to pass time. This is my second time watching it, so this is a new season 7. So it's pretty much a reality relationship competition show.
Okay.
So it's just like a whole bunch of singles in like their 20s, babies, and they're looking for love. So they have all these challenges set up and these bombshells that come in and like mess up these relationships. Well, not mess them up, but test these relationships.
Yeah.
So it gets pretty interesting.
Okay.
I was really into the last season, so I want to see what this season brings.
Sounds messy.
Yeah.
You know what I like about this conversation? Because it's like, this is stuff that you and I would never touch.
You know what, Clem? Nah, bro. I do like some trash reality TV every now and then.
Hold on. What?
It's not trash.
All right, bro. Listen.
It's actually good.
TLC. Shout out to TLC, bro. 90 Day Fiance, bro.
Okay.
And that's, you know, how can I not watch, bro? I don't always watch, but when it catches me, it catches me. Bro.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not even gonna act like I haven't gone there because I do have one that's like it's like my joint, man.
Is it Sister Wives?
It's literally the greatest shit show to ever hit television, and that's Love After Lockup.
Oh,
I don't know that one.
I was watching clips on Facebook, and I was like, "This is."
Shout out to Deontay. Yeah, listen, I'm trying to tell y'all right now. Y'all watch that show, it'll make you feel so much better about anything you've ever gone through.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like TLC, sometimes, you know, they got some weird premises, like super strange premises, and it's like a car crash. You know, you just can't look away.
Can't look away. So Love Island, huh?
Yeah, that one's really good.
And what else? So
I got BMF.
So
okay.
You're still watching it?
Yeah. Well, I was watching Raising Kanan by Power, but I binged through all that. So now I started with BMF. It took me a minute to get there, but I am there. So it pretty much starts off with the Vellenuve brothers, Big Meech and Southwest T, and they're in Mexico. So something happens in Mexico and they come back to Detroit and like their relationship is just not what it used to be. So there's, you know, there's some tension there. I haven't got to the point why, you know, I need that answer as to why, what happened, because I just started, but I'll eventually get there. And then again, Ironheart. So
Yeah,
the third episode got me. I think it was a slow build up, and I was trying to like get that connection. And by the third episode, I was like, "Is there another one?"
That that's crazy. That's like been the consensus. Like a lot of people saying the third episode is what like kind of pulled them in. And again, like I said, we're going to talk about that. We're going to get into it and talk more about that that overall show. But that's good. We are pretty much on the same page, watching the same things. Honestly, this week I haven't really. I did go to the theater.
I saw with your buckets.
Yeah, I actually saw 2 things last week. I saw F1, and then I saw Megan 2.0.
Yeah,
and I want to hear about that.
And I'm gonna give you guys a full spoiler-free review for both of those, along with Ironheart in this show later on. So stick around for that. So you guys, I mean, I put my out of theater reactions out there, but those are always like a little bit more amp when you walk out the theater. You're like, your adrenaline's going and you're like, wow, I just saw something. So you're either gonna lean like I didn't like it at all, or you're gonna be like, this was actually a great experience. So I want to be able to I let it sit, and now we're here and we're going to talk the real here, because like I said, no affiliations, just honest conversations, and we're going to get into what I thought about that. But since we're talking about the movies, let's segue into the box office tally. Jelly, I know you always got to know how you know what these movies are doing. Are they succeeding? Are they failing? Where we are right now with last weekend, this week? How
to Train Your Dragon is still number 1.
Still?
I mean, it's on the second week, but it's still number 1, and it's at 57 million.
Okay. Do we have a percentage drop at all? No.
I think it was a plus. It was like
it gained.
Yeah, it gained.
Wow.
It gained. It definitely gained. And then 28 years later is number 2, and its gross was 40 million. Elio is number 3. From the conversation last week, I'm like, dang, I'm like, come on, Elio, like I'm rooting for you, and it only made like 1,000 more.
What's crazy is that
a million more. Sorry,
but it's still number 3. That's the crazy thing. It's like if your top 3, I mean, it hasn't been really slow. There's been a few movies that have
maybe
dropped.
A build up.
It's like you said last week. The competition with How to Train Your Dragon. I feel like if a family's gonna pick a movie, they're probably gonna go with that just because it's more like
and
it's more for like everyone, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. And is that all? That's...
And then Materialist, it's at number 6, so that grossed at 9 million to
Elio, man, only 1 million, huh? Wow, that is a drop and a half.
Yeah,
that's a bad drop. So fair to say that this might be like one of Disney's bombs of the year.
I mean, they still got the big one.
Which big one?
Snow White, man. That's the big bomb, right? Like out of the year. Like I don't think they can outdo. Hopefully, they can't outdo that because.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, yeah. I think Elio deserves better. I think it'll do better on streaming.
Yeah.
Once it hits Disney Plus, people will understand and appreciate Elio. It might even do well with what is it? The VOD.
Oh yeah, no. Listen, people love their comforts. Like they just rather stay at home.
Yeah,
that's how it is.
Not I.
No, not you. You out.
I'm outside.
Yeah, you outside.
Hot girl summer in the theater.
I'm outside in the theaters, man. I'm outside in the theaters. Yo, what do you guys think about the popcorn buckets? By the way, we had to show those off.
I love the popcorn buckets.
Yeah,
so cool.
The collection's great, man.
This is stuff I had to get out of the house. They were just piling up. I know a lot of people know that I'm a popcorn bucket.
I'll point out my favorite. It's the bat signal looking epic up there.
Yeah.
And obviously the infamous
you
ghost
wouldn't
face.
even think that was a bucket.
Which one?
The bat signal. Right?
Yeah, the bat signal. Yeah, looks
that was.
much...
I bought that. There was like an anniversary. Al, do you remember when that came out with that? It was like an anniversary for
89. Batman 89.
Yeah, 89 anniversary for sure.
Yeah.
Because
it's definitely that bat symbol.
And it was one of those ones that I saw and immediately rushed to the theater to buy. Like I didn't.
That's all I want.
Some of them I don't even question how much. Like the upcoming the Fantastic Four, the Galactus one.
Yeah.
I don't care how I have to go. I'm getting that bucket, and you will see that bucket sitting right here in the middle.
How much is the bucket going for?
It is the most expensive and largest bucket. It's $89.
Jesus.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes. Actually, I think it might be 79, but who's counting?
But you want to know what taxes?
Yeah, but you know what? Oh yeah, they're not gonna let me use my points. You guys, man,
Yeah,
they're not.
They want you to come out your pocket for this
AMC
one.
know how to get you. They'll be like, "Yeah, you can use your points for anything except
not this
popcorn
though.
bucket."
Not this.
Right.
We want.
They need to make
full,
that money back.
We want full retail for this one.
Yeah. And everybody's getting the same one too. They're all getting. Every theater is getting the same popcorn bucket, so that's good. I think there's gonna be like different ones, like side ones, but the Galactus one everybody's getting. That one's going to all the theaters, so I can't wait for that. So, all right, we got that out the way. And we're talking about movie theaters and popcorn buckets. So I wanted to talk about this one thing that's in the news right now. And I haven't even gone through the motions on it. I wanted to go through during the week. But did you guys hear? Let me ask you this before we get into what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have a problem with going to the movie theaters and you get there and you're sitting and you're waiting? Your movie's supposed to start at 8:00 and they don't start till like 8:45.
I mean, nah. So I don't have a problem because I already know. Like I'm a seasoned vet.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know what I'm getting myself into, and if I want to skip all this, I know how much time I need to like
15 minutes.
Yeah, I know how much time I need to skip, and not I know what time I should walk in there to not get bombarded with advertisements. Because like I don't mind the previews.
Yeah,
I do mind the advertisements.
But like. All right, in the defense, I don't really notice a lot of advertisements. I see trivia, I see dancing people, and they're holding soda cans and stuff like that. But it's not like you're watching mattress commercials. It's not like we're watching furniture commercials, unless you had a Jordan's IMAX, of course. What about you, Jelly?
So I used to like to sit and watch the previews because that is one of my favorite parts. But with having kids, I'm like, all right, we got 15 minutes to spare. Let's go get some popcorn and drink and stuff. I mean, it's sad for me, but I'm like, at least I have that time to get some of that stuff in. But I like it though. When I did have the time, I was like, all right, I'm getting myself ready and comfortable in this chair, and whatever's playing is playing, and I'm gonna enjoy it.
So the reason I asked this is because AMC for the longest time has been getting a lot of crap. A lot of the movie theaters have been getting a lot of crap, but AMC is like the one that's leading this now, where they're actually putting the time in which the previews and everything starts and the showtime of the actual movie. They're adding that in now. I honestly, I don't care because I'm into the trailers. I'm into the build up, the excitement. I'm in my chair, I'm comfortable. I got that time. I don't gotta rush. I don't gotta feel like I'm gonna miss anything. Because there's been times where traffic hits and you get to the thing, you're like, oh, the movie says it's gonna start at 7:15, and you show up at like 7:17, 7:20, and you've missed the movie.
Yeah,
it's time. Like I'm there early. I don't care. I'm an early bird. I show up at the theater. I don't care when it starts. I'm in my seat. I'm comfortable. I'm waiting. I don't care. But most people, like, they feel like you.
Yeah.
Like you're wasting your time.
So what's gonna happen is, at least with AMC customers, for this like trial or whatever they're doing, people like me are still gonna show up 15-20 minutes later, and we'll miss the entirely first act. Like that's just gonna happen probably for the next year or so. So we trying to warn you now so you don't, you know what I mean? Like get there on time.
So
plan ahead.
I don't know, man. It doesn't, like I said, it's not a big deal for me. Like it's cool. I'm never gonna pay attention to that. If it says 7:15, I'm gonna show up a little bit earlier or on time, 7:15. Like it's not gonna bother me. That I'm never gonna be one of those people where that bothers. Are you gonna be showing up earlier now, or are you gonna wait?
It depends on my day. How that day goes,
Am I the only one that blocks out the day for a movie?
Probably so.
Yeah, Clem.
Unless it's by myself or like my man or whatever, then that's easier. It's just, who knows what the mood the children are in. So it goes by the mood of the children.
That's why I always go alone. That's why I don't like inviting people, because I don't want nobody to mess up my experience. You always gotta wait on someone else. What about you? Is that a plus for you that you get to know exactly when the showtime is?
I'm an early bird anyway.
Yeah.
So it really don't matter.
Sounds like
to
it
me.
doesn't make
I'd
a
be there
difference.
half hour even before the movie's supposed to start.
See?
Yeah.
See, that's normal. That's like,
And I used to be like that. I used to
Yeah.
be like, yo, I'll meet you there,
Mhm.
and I'll make sure I get everything because I like to sit through all that. But it's like, I have no energy sometimes. I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna make it.
Well, I mean, you have excuses. You have the little ones now. You got to make sure everyone's shoes are tied.
Right.
You got to make sure, you know what I mean? So,
and you get them their snacks before they cry throughout the whole movie.
so it's a different experience for the parent. You know what I mean? So I guess that would probably work out for you time wise, schedule wise. So there you got it. It has its benefits. For me, the single guy who doesn't really have to worry about lugging people with me. I'm gonna show up when I feel like it. I'm gonna be there early. I can block out the whole day. Like I got a movie, don't bother me.
Right.
I do appreciate the transparency though. Like,
Yeah.
hey, movie starts at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. That's kicking off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like not 7:20, which is what usually would happen.
Right.
I appreciate the transparency. Shout out to AMC for this one.
Yeah, and you guys, girls, let us know what you think about this. Is it cool? Are you happy that AMC is being transparent and giving you the option to show up when the show starts or when the movie actually starts? Or do you not even care either way? Leave a comment down below and let us know. Let's start getting into these topics, man, because we got a few topics to talk about. The internet is going crazy with all the things out there that's going on right now. One in particular I wanted to talk about, not because of the hype, well, more of the hype, or not more that I care. It is more of the hype. We're talking about the nonsense that's going on with the Simpsons. The Simpsons is, hold on one second here, man. I gotta get this all ready for you guys. The Simpsons have announced that they have killed off a character.
We got Slick Rick.
Oh, yeah, I know. We'll fix that in a second. They killed off a character. But the crazy thing to me about the fact that everyone's talking about this is, are people even watching The Simpsons anymore? The reason I asked this is because this happened a month ago.
Yeah.
This episode aired in May.
Yeah.
And now everyone's talking about it now. And outlets that don't even really care about this type of topic, this subject, this thing, it's like clickbaity. It's very like everyone's in a hoopla. Oh my God, no, they didn't kill our Marge, blah, 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 blah. But this aired in May.
Yeah.
We are almost in July and everyone is talking about this right now. So I want to know, do you guys even care about this? Are you watching The Simpsons currently?
I haven't watched The Simpsons in years.
Like, what's years?
Just probably over 5 years at least. Yeah, I don't, not even like, I don't even go out my way to watch the Treehouse of Horrors, which is what I used to do years ago.
I used to watch that all the time.
Like at least catch the intro, right? Because those were always fun. But no, I haven't watched The Simpsons probably since like the Disney takeover, Not that was like the
reason.
Yeah, that wasn't the reason. It just kind of like grew out of it. Great show though, like don't get me wrong. There's a reason why it's been around for this long. But this is non-news, right? Like I feel like this is non-news, right? Like,
what about you, Jelly? When's the last time you watched The Simpsons?
I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you. I'm like Marge. Like what? Like what? Okay.
When you first heard about it, though, did it like even?
I'm like, does it make any sense?
Did it like rile up any old emotions? Did you care at all?
Why? Like, why are they? Why is it her that?
So here's another thing, right? When I asked the question, I said, "Does anybody even watching The Simpsons?" Because when it became news and it became like a thing, I took it upon myself because I haven't watched The Simpsons in a very long time.
Right.
I watched the episode.
Okay.
It's not even an episode about Marge dying.
Yeah.
It's, how like they used to do like those like
doing like a future.
Yeah. They do like those or a what if.
Yeah.
They do like a what if scenario where something happens and then it's a lesson that needs to be learned. So it's pretty much that, almost like a dream sequence if you wanted it to be that. And then it kind of happens. It shows the kids older and them, going against Marge's wishes before she passed away. And then they end up rekindling their relationship towards the end of it. And it ends with Marge being in heaven with Ringo Starr. And they're in a relationship as she's looking down on the family. And in the end. So it was more like a what if scenario. It wasn't even like an episode where something happened traumatic and Marge died. And then, she's killed off of the show.
Then you have to blame it on the headline.
Oh my God.
The headlines is what always misleads people because for me, I'm just like just knowing how that's the the Simpson family. So I'm like, why is she getting killed off? So I had a feeling towards that, but I was like, does it really mean anything? No, not really. But
I mean, I could see how like people that thought this could have been like a serious thing because they've done this in the past, right? Like they've killed off major characters at least twice now.
And they didn't come back though.
They never came back, you know. They killed,
there's a long list.
They killed Ned's wife. They killed one of the Marge's sisters, right? Like they killed her, and she stayed dead. And that's like actually part of their story moving forward. This was not the case. This is just like like you said, a what if. And even when they asked the creators, like, "Hey, does this mean anything?" They were like, "No, it doesn't. It doesn't." Like the Simpsons, like at least anything in the future, like it doesn't mean it's gonna happen. This is just kind of like, they had an idea, they wanted to explore it, they did, but it doesn't mean anything.
I want to say something. We do have a comment on the show from Marcellus based on something you said earlier. He goes, I'm about the movie theaters and that AMC experience. He goes, I'm all about getting to the movies right when they say showtime. You never know about the parking situation.
That's true too, especially if it's a good movie. That parking lot's getting filled up.
Oh yeah. And it also depends on your locations too, because for instance, like when we go to the screenings in Boston, I hate going to the Common. I hate because the parking situation is horrible. But when we go to the the Assembly Row, and where is that at? I forget where that's at. But I like they have a parking garage that's like right attached. So the parking is so much better. So I totally agree with that. Shout out to that. That's a great comment. But you guys let us know about this whole Simpsons deal. Did you guys even blink of an eye? Are you guys even watching The Simpsons still? Al, are you watching The Simpsons?
No, just like everyone else, it's been a very, very long time since I've watched the show. But I also looked into it immediately, and people is just, jumping the gun on what it is. Just like you said, it's a future foretelling, and of course, they're eventually going to have to pass, but
I find it interesting though. Like a month later, it's just now a conversation.
That's the part that bothered me. It was just like because I dug deep because I wanted to know. Once it happened, I was like, "Ooh, that's cool. I want to see that episode." So I went and dug it up, and I was like, "Well, when?" I asked my meta glasses. I said, "When did this episode air?" It said May 18th.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I mean, if you really want a headline about The Simpsons, like talk about how their episode run it's going to I think like 6 or 8 for next year.
Yeah,
they're going from like 22 to like 6 or 8 episodes a year. That's a headline,
And this season was only 18 episodes.
Yeah, that's a headline.
Yeah, this season
not
was
like
only,
whatever else.
So they're getting shorter and shorter. But aren't they only doing 40 seasons now?
Well, they did get renewed up until 40.
Oh, okay.
I believe something like that, and they're on 36 right now.
So the contract. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they got renewed ahead of time, so there's no way that they're killing off any major characters yet.
That's also what I took out of it when I read the article. It was like, oh, is this the last season? Because I think it was like the finale season or something like that. And I was like, this is the last season. They killed her off. Like, okay. Then it kind of felt a little bit bigger, but
no, Simpsons aren't going anywhere. It's like one of the longest running television series ever. I remember I think it was in like the 5th or 6th grade when that show first came out.
Yeah, I was little when they were on too.
One of my like childhood toys was a Bart Simpson. Like
I had the talking Bart Simpson.
Oh yeah,
Go have a cow, man. Yeah, I had that.
Cowabunga.
Yeah. So let's move on, guys and girls. You guys let us know how you really feel about The Simpsons, because as far as I don't know anybody that still watches it.
Yeah, I don't know anybody.
Yeah, I don't watch it.
All right, let's get into the next topic here. There's a new trailer that came out.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, this trailer got me a little hype.
Let's talk about it, Clef. Let's talk about it.
There's a little Marvel movie coming out that you guys probably heard of. It's called The Fantastic Four: First Steps. And listen, it's been lukewarm for me. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just the Marvel fan that's just gonna show up regardless. I'm just gonna be. I don't care if it's something obscure, doesn't make any sense. I don't understand the character. I don't know the character. It's Marvel. Got the logo. I'm there. I'm gonna show up. So they dropped a final trailer last week that no one even knew was coming. It just kind of dropped out of nowhere. And I watched this trailer, and I'm not even gonna lie. I have never been more excited for this movie.
Yeah.
Until I saw that trailer. And all it does is just build and build and build and build. And then they're building towards this one line that we know that this character here is supposed to say.
Say the line.
Yeah. And they're like, say it. I'm like, yes, say it.
No. You can't drop that in the trailer.
You can't drop that. It's like Avengers Assemble. You can't
drop it at any time, man.
Yeah. What if he never says it?
I hope he doesn't.
What if they hold it until like Doomsday or
yes.
Oh my god.
You have to.
Wouldn't that be a twist?
Yeah.
The whole time that they use this trailer to sell this, and he probably never says it in the movie.
Can we talk about this trailer real quick?
Let's talk about this trailer.
Because I feel like this is their best trailer yet.
Yeah.
But there's like it's very dark. It's a very dark trailer. Not like visually. Tonally, yeah. Like I have some Infinity War like flashbacks to this, just because I feel like y'all ain't winning this one.
Oh yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a happy ending at all.
Yeah,
I think this movie is gonna I think this is gonna be the Infinity War of
am I gonna cry?
Because you think about it, if you're going in the order in which things happened in the first few phases that led up to the last two movies, we haven't had a lose situation yet, like where it's like the build up. I don't know, Jelly, what did you think about this trailer? Did you watch?
No, I didn't even get to see it.
What the hell?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you are missing.
You're
out.
not gonna play it.
This is the
we can't play
it. This is why she's the casual.
I also do love like our look at the Silver Surfer in this.
Yeah.
Because she looks great and she's very imposing.
I like her lines.
Yeah,
I like the lines that she's using, but she hasn't done anything for me yet.
No,
not really. It looks very like it's very CG in which it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm not like wowed, because wowing me was like the first Silver Surfer. Like that was like something different.
You mean like from the Jessica Alba movie?
Yeah. Like,
and I found that interesting too, that they're using a female Silver Surfer. I never knew that because I'm familiar with the first Fantastic Four. So I was like, oh, this is interesting. Okay.
And I mean looks wise, I was just like, meh.
Is she from the comics?
Yeah. That's the wife of Norrin.
Okay.
So she looks the way she's supposed to look for me. Not that I'm not impressed, that I don't like the character. I love the character. It's just like when I see certain things, I'm like, oh, they're doing the job they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I'm not jumping out of my seat until there's a reason to jump out of my seat.
Yeah.
But so when I see her, the dialogue is what got me. Like I love what she was saying, and like the build up and the tense intensity of what she was saying. I thought all that was cool, and then the build up of this at the end. What do you think of the Thing's look? What's that all about with the beard?
Yeah, I found that so interesting because like how does he shave? How does he keep the clean shave when he doesn't have the beard? Right?
He hacks away.
He has a chisel.
It's a badass look, though. I give you that.
He whittles his beard.
Yeah, it is a badass look. And
I wonder if it grows out.
You think they're faking? You think they're faking us out? Because I feel like they've already did that with like Deadpool, right? Like we were watching Deadpool versus Wolverine, and we were all expecting, okay, this is the movie when Deadpool joins the MCU. At the end of the movie, homie went back to his own universe. So are they playing the same card again, or are they gonna like force the Fantastic Four to jump into 616 or Battle World? I don't know.
Well, we got a tease of them coming into the world in Thunderbolts.
I mean, did we? We saw the ship, but we don't know if that is there. Maybe it's a variant of the people we're about to see.
True, because we're in the multiverse right now.
It's John Krasinski in the family,
or somebody else. Of what's homie from the first set of movies? It could be anybody, really. Like it doesn't need to be, right? Like I don't know.
Oh, that's exciting though. I like stuff like that because it makes you think.
What's that, Al?
He said it's the Roger Corman.
Yeah, I mean,
that's bad, man. I watched that. That's a bad movie.
I've never seen it.
Oh man, it's on Netflix.
I know it's on there.
Yeah. I'm hoping to stuff like that though, man. I don't want it to be so cut and dry. It'll be boring if this is just what it's supposed to be. Like I want to see the Council of Reeds. I want to see every Reed Richards we've ever seen before just pop up.
And it doesn't it doesn't give you a lot in this one, right? It's just a build up, like you said.
None of them give away anything. They keep showing. Marvel could drop 7 trailers and give you the same footage every time. And you'll still
like,
be like,
hoping that they're not.
And it's legit from like the first 15 minutes of the movie.
Yeah. Oh, they did that with Captain America.
I saw that, but I saw that.
Brave New World was literally the same footage.
Yeah.
And they just moved it around a little bit, gave you a little bit of different
pieces.
music. Al, what do you think? Did you get a chance to see this final trailer?
I didn't see the final one, but I've been excited for it since the beginning. I'm a comic book fan. I'm a Marvel fan.
You're a Silver Age guy.
Family fan, yeah. So I'm digging it, and I love the things look here. This was through the Tom Byrne comic book series when he was writing. This homie had this kind of look, with the beard. So yeah, I'm digging it. They're very comic centric.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to know, are they gonna be selling these sweaters? Because it's a look for the fall, Yeah. It's a look for the fall.
Yeah.
Nice little turtleneck.
There's no words or nothing, but you can get a gist of what's going on in this thing.
Yeah, but it does look great. She looks amazing.
Yeah, I like the 60s aesthetic. I think
that's the thing for me too.
Yeah, I like all of this. Like,
I'm like, hold on, it wasn't like that in the first one, but it's not supposed to be.
Oh no, this is more comic booky. This is the way it should. This is how every Marvel movie should be. People got wrapped up in the whole modern one. Yeah, it's just like, let's get back to making it look silly.
Yeah, I just don't appreciate him wearing that matte blue cap.
Like we Yankees fan over here.
Yeah.
Oh, look
she
at
goes.
That. Crazy.
Yeah. What's in the Carlisle? What's her name?
Damn, look at that
I never remember her name.
Shalabal.
I never remember her name.
Nah, the trailer does look great, and I'm happy we're getting this very shortly. Honestly, we're less than a month away.
Wait.
Yeah.
See that one? I'm going to try to plan.
Yeah.
This one you're gonna plan for.
Yes, like so. I don't want no kids next to me.
And Klep's getting that bucket, boy.
Oh yeah, I'm getting all the buckets. There's also
you know what?
I think
I'm gonna put money to the side for that bucket too.
You getting a bucket?
Or I'm gonna send it to Klep if he gets it ahead of time.
Listen, I'm definitely getting it ahead of time. I'm trying. They got a Herbie one too. It's like supposed to be big.
Okay.
Yeah, Herbie. They got a Herbie lounge fly bag too. That's pretty dope. Yeah, man, they're going all out with the marketing on this thing, man. It just, this thing looks good.
I think the parking lot's definitely gonna be.
Looks good on this TV. Shoot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Marvel, give us a screening over here. Let's go.
Right.
Yo, that ass. Come on, look us up, Marvel.
Let us watch. Yeah,
I'll still buy the bucket if it's free screening.
So I know I don't have this on the list for today, guys, but I do want to talk a little bit about since we're talking Fantastic Four, we're talking about superhero movies in July. Superman right now.
Mm-hmm.
People have seen it. I know people who have seen it.
Oh wow.
I have talked to people who have seen it.
So they got early screenings.
Yeah. There was a special screening.
What's the early word?
We'll get into that. So there was a special screening for Just Press, and I think a few influencers with James Gunn. He did it for them. He was there. And I saw some people that I know that were there, and I was like, oh man. I was like, should I ask? I was like, I shouldn't ask. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask 3 questions. That's it. And my questions were:
see,
how dark, how heroic, and then I think I said how funny.
Okay.
Because I wanted to know if there was a balance. And what I got out of this, let me get to my notes because I actually wrote this down. I wrote down a little bit of stuff here, guys. So
with the scoops,
no spoilers for anyone. So if you guys
give us a taste,
if you guys
Jimmy Olsen action,
if you guys wanted to know anything about Superman, again, no spoilers, this is just coming from someone that saw what they saw. They saw the whole movie, and it wasn't anything. So I figured maybe I'll share it. So very Silver Age, Silver Age. Al, you take with that. I don't know what that means. When someone says, the movie's very Silver Age, what do you take from that?
I think what you just said about Fantastic Four.
Visuals, right?
And, maybe visually it's soft. Bringing that innocent type Superman, maybe
the colors, right?
Bright.
You need that
bright.
And that was bright colors, absolutely.
Yeah, you could definitely see it's brighter.
Yeah, we need that
in the trailer.
I like that.
We need that fresh Technicolor. You know what I mean?
So I hear that Corn Sweat is probably the most grounded, relatable Superman we've ever gotten.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I could see that.
So
although like Reeves though, I don't know, bro.
I mean,
Reeves Reeves was,
relatable.
Yeah.
To who?
As Clark.
I don't know.
All day, bumbling fool.
I looked at that Superman as though he was doing his job, doing it well, but I never felt relatable. We were kids, like
we were kids.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not relatable to that grown man. Like
I'm just saying, it's like they played it very more like man of the people.
I would say the Christopher Reeves was the most relatable because he was this guy, from a small town, living now moving to the big city. Yeah, we know who he was, trying to fit in, acting like this shy kid, knowing he has all this power. So there's people that could relate to that, knowing that they're capable of so much, but so shy at times, and how do you fit in and not show that side and expose yourself. So I think that's something about Superman too that goes to show.
He also didn't have like the muscles either. He was like a normal everyday kind of guy. He kind of looked like dad bod.
Yeah, well, at the time he was jacked.
With dad bod?
For the times though, he was jacked, bro. Like in the 80s.
Oh my god,
the 80s, 70s, late 70s, before Arnold came in and did his thing. Yeah, he was like jacked, bro.
Okay, so the next two that I have are probably the most standout things, and there are spoilers it's gonna get, but they're not spoilerish. The film is said to be very crypto heavy. Very crypto heavy. Take that how you want. I mean, we saw a lot of him in the trailer, so you know what I mean. But he's very. I know other stuff, but I'm not gonna say that.
Right.
But I just know that there's essentially a lot of crypto, more than what we probably expect.
We saw crypto before we saw Superman. If you think about it,
that is true.
So he was always like a focus, and I don't have a problem with this, just because this will differentiate, this movie from everything else we've seen in the past when it comes to Superman, and even like the cartoons, bro. Like crypto's not featured that heavy anywhere else, right?
You're talking about the dog, right?
Yeah, the little doggy, and then the last thing I heard is that there are the other heroes in this really shine well.
Nice.
Really shine well. Not in an overshadowing kind of way, just in the way that they're supposed to.
Building
do they make their mark pretty much?
Yeah.
It sounds like okay.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's an equal
That's
amount
what I
of.
like to hear.
Because they're not there for no reason. I'm gonna assume.
Fill space.
Yeah. So. And that's what James Gunn does. He knows how to work an ensemble. You know what I mean? Look at Suicide Squad. There's 7, 8 characters in that movie, and they all equally get their time.
I just hope he sneaks in some memorable villains in there, right? Because we need that, right? You can't just have Superman go against some.
Well, we have what? We have 3, right? We have Lex, Metamorpho.
And he looks great. Yeah, Metamorpho.
Who's the woman?
It's
she's one of the Authority.
She's one of Lex's. What's her name? The bodyguard there.
Oh, but then isn't there somebody from the Authority in there too?
I don't know.
The dude with the mask, with the U one.
No, not the Authority. I mean, they're thinking he could either be Bizarro or he could be Ultraman.
Ultraman, that's what it was.
Yeah. And Metamorpho, he's actually a good guy. I don't see how he's a villain. I know it's Brainiac, and I think Ultraman is actually more of the villain.
I don't think Brainiac's in this. No, Brainiac's not in this.
I thought there was the baby Brainiac.
Yeah, I think they might tease him. Not in the trailers or anything, but I'm sure before this movie's over, they'll give us a little.
The crypto heavy, let me tell you, they're working to break in your heart when they do the Supergirl movie. I see already now. Now that you said that, I know exactly what they're doing.
Damn, you
heard
it
first.
Really? Well, give us a scoop out. You can't just leave us with that.
Man, Supergirl. I mean, that Supergirl movie is based on a cool book that came out a couple years ago, and it's a very sad story that involves crypto and Supergirl. And I had a friend of mine that let me say he lost his pet. Let me tell you that book, he's had him with a lump in his throat.
Ooh.
Dang.
Right?
I know.
Listen, James Gunn is not afraid to take a life. I know that.
Right.
He is not afraid to take a
life.
and he recently said in an interview that people that die in the DC universe will be dead forever. They're not going to do the Marvel. They're not going to do the Marvel thing.
Listen, as long
we're
as
not bringing them back.
As long as you don't do nothing to Eagly, I'm good, bro. Eagly, he's like Peacemaker is like Eagle, Pet Eagle.
Oh, okay,
It's hilarious.
And this guys that go back, Mark Cullis says this. This is the 5th Fantastic Four movie ever made. Marvel Studios better get this right.
Yeah, they really don't have this is the make or break. Listen, both of them, DC and Marvel, are the make or break point in the whole thing.
the fact we got another Superman.
Yeah, and they got to do it right. They got to do it right.
I really hope after this one they can just build, especially if you're bringing in those villains and those other new heroes. Like, I need them to build because I'm tired of the same thing.
I agree.
I'm so tired of the same thing.
Yeah. So moving along, ladies and gentlemen, you guys let us know how excited are you to see Fantastic Four? How excited are you to see Superman? Which one are you the most excited to see? Let us know in the comments below, and let's move on to the next thing, guys and girls. So Amazon Studios, they have been playing their cards right. I saw them at CinemaCon. They made a commitment to drop some more movies in cinemas and theaters. Oops. Okay. To drop some movies in the cinemas, because that's what CinemaCon is. You can't just go there and talk streaming. They don't allow that. Streaming does not exist at CinemaCon. So Amazon Studios showed up, and they were talking about, the Bond franchise that they own now, because they recently took over the James Bond franchise.
GM, they bought the whole thing.
For a while, everybody was speculating. They don't know. We don't know who Bond is going to be. We didn't even know who the director was going to be.
Yeah.
And now we've got news on who the director is going to be, and it is none other than Dune's Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah, I like this, man. I like this.
When you say that name, you have to say it with a certain Vellenuve. You can't just say Denis Villeneuve. You got to put an accent on it, because this man is like probably one of the greatest filmmakers that we have today.
Yeah, no, I like this. I love Dune, and it's not. I didn't like Dune before this Dune.
Really? Oh, I don't think anybody like. Well, no, let me not say that.
No, I'm like
people love Dune, but
no,
not like how they love
Dune.
This
but
Dune.
I'm a Dune guy now.
Yeah. Oh,
because of this man. So I look forward to Messiah, right? Whenever it comes out, and in the meantime, I'm ready to see who the next Bond is, who he's gonna pick to be his Bond. On the gaming side of things, we just got a new reveal of a new Bond game. First Light. It takes place in the very young James Bond's career, right before he even gets the 007 moniker. So I think people in the next few years are gonna get a lot of Bond.
Yeah,
and I think we're due for it.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
Yeah, honestly, it really hasn't been a while. I mean, we just got off the Daniel Craig run.
It's been a few years.
It's still fresh though. It's still up there as like good Bond. Like it's not like we haven't. And I'm not saying that no one cares. Like if people care, trust me, I care, and I'm not even a Bond guy.
Yeah,
but I've slowly been like paying attention to it and its pop culture, and I plan to like really get into it. I've talked to my guy Wade about this all the time because he's a Bond fanatic. But I'm ready. I'm ready to get into it now that I know that he's going to do it, a director that I'm familiar with. I'm probably going to dive into it more. Jelly, I know you're the casual. Bond. Yeah. You know about Bond.
Yeah.
Do you care about Bond? Do you find Bond entertaining?
You know what? Maybe depending on who's playing him.
Okay.
Maybe depending on who's playing him. I remember at some point they were playing it on TV from back way when it first started. So I kind of like got an idea of that Bond, and it was pretty cool. But I mean, again, I think it just depends on who's playing him, and if it really catches my attention, if I'll go in and watch it.
So for you, it's a matter of who. I think, you know what? I think that's a little bit of for me too. Like, yeah, I love Denis.
And who knows? Like, maybe even the trailer, even if it maybe it's not even who plays it, but maybe how the trailer comes out, and I'm like, "Ooh, that looks good."
I think because of the job, of course, I want to check it out.
Right.
But I think because he's involved, I'm interested. Depending on who they cast, and there's been rumors out there. There's been one more recent that I'm not a fan of. Tom Holland's name keeps getting kicked around. I don't want to see Tom Holland as Bond. Not now. He's too young looking.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't like that.
I don't either. I don't either. But it's being tossed around out there, and I'm just not really a fan of it. But I think that's really what's going to sell it for me, depending on who they get into it into the suit.
Yeah,
I'm down for Aaron Taylor
Johnson.
Yeah. I think he's a good fit.
How about Cavill?
Nah.
No, too recognizable.
Too recognizable, and he's got a lot coming. Like he's got a lot. Like he's got Voltron. Well, they kind of shelved the Voltron, but what else he had? He has Highlander.
Yeah.
What else has he got? It was something else he's got coming. He's just
wasn't the Wolverine roles in Marvel or something?
They're tossing that around too. Like I just like
it wasn't the main Wolverine though, right? It was
there was a rumor that he might be like, but I don't think I don't think they're gonna give it to him. I think they're gonna give it to someone that's like, you know,
up and coming,
a pill that's easy to swallow type deal. You know what I mean? Like some of these guys are just too recognizable.
Yeah.
Hey, check this out. Based on the conversation, Marcellus, once again, shout out. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
If the new James Bond isn't Aaron Taylor Johnson or Aaron Pierce, I'm not interested.
See, I like that. I like that. I am 100% on the Aaron Taylor Johnson train. Aaron Pierce is another one that's a good one. But please, no Tom Holland. Whatever you guys do, please keep.
I wouldn't even be able to take it serious.
Listen.
He's Spider-Man to me.
We need to see how he does with Odyssey.
Yeah.
If he can nail Odyssey, then maybe I'll start looking at him as like an actor outside of the franchises. But I have yet to get that vibe with him. Like you know what I mean? So
I'm thinking, Clep, this might be a difficult cast, man. Yeah. This might be a difficult one.
Why? How so? Why?
I just feel like there's a lot riding on this. It's like, I know you said it hasn't been that long since our run, latest run of Bond movies, but I can't. There's no one that comes to mind that I could see in this role right now.
No one now.
So they might have to just go with like an unknown, bro. It might be better for everyone.
I feel like they can't go with an unknown because if they go with an unknown, it won't sell. Then he can't sell it alone. I mean, look what he's doing with Dune. That cast is stacked, bro. Yeah. That cast is stacked.
But it just depends on how they do it. I also can't picture who can play the role.
Maybe like give it to like a smaller known TV actor.
Concept? Is it gonna be? Do they want a younger Bond?
Yeah, there were rumors that they were gonna do the Bond 25, like more of an origin, like the video game.
Yeah.
Okay.
More, which is cool.
But you want to know what? I think that's cool because at the end of the day, it's been so many years. We've had an older Bond. Let's bring it to the beginning and maybe get a new audience. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with that, but I'm not with that because if they do that, then they have to go to the source material. You know what I mean? They got to go to where it all really came from and don't try to reimagine it. Like I want the real. I want to know where this character spawned from. You know, the real story. I don't want them to just reinvent something and just make up some stuff to sell tickets. Like I don't want that. Like let's bring it back to. If we're gonna bring it back, let's bring it back. You know what I mean? But I'm with that. Like because I feel like
that was just an idea.
Yeah, no. I feel because then it will make people not feel like they're trying to catch up.
Right.
Like it'll be like, all right,
where are we at?
Yeah, this is our starting point. Because that's how I felt when Wade was trying to put me on. He was like, no, you go back to this one. You watch these ones go together. These ones go with this one. Like it feels like you're playing catch up.
It's homework.
Yeah. You feel it, but I feel like if they kind of like wipe the slate clean and then give us a real true origin story, then there's longevity. Then they'll have to cast younger.
Yeah.
They'll have to cast younger. And then, maybe they can do 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm cool with that. You guys, I don't know, man. You guys let us know. What are you feeling about Bond? Are you happy that Denis Villeneuve is in this? Who do you see as your Bond? Do you think the Tom Holland talk is too much? Because I
can't see it with Tom. I love Tom, I really do, but I can't. He has such a baby face too. I don't know if I could even take that role for him serious.
Maybe they'll make him grow some scrub.
He does feel like a smaller guy too.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
No offense. No offense.
All right, let's get on to the next thing, ladies and gentlemen, because I feel like this is something that no one saw coming. I definitely didn't. I don't even feel like it's necessary. But
what's that, Clep?
So there's just some news just drops out of nowhere randomly. Director, writer, screenwriter Aaron Sorkin has this harebrained idea about bringing back The Social Network for a sequel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
Exactly.
Talk
why?
about the mess it is.
Are we still talking Facebook social network? Or?
Yeah, we're talking about Facebook social network, and they want to do a sequel to this.
What story is there to tell?
Yeah.
So from what I'm understanding, that there was a story that was already written before. The original screenplay for this was supposed to tie into some stuff about the social network kind of playing a part in the politics and playing a part in things that are very worldly that's going on. But instead it turned into an origin story. So now I don't know, maybe that's where they want to go. They want to go darker. They want to kind of like talk about where its influences, what it's doing to society, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But there's no word about any original characters coming back. I feel like that's a little bit heavy for what we got in the original.
Yeah.
Because the original definitely it's a biopic, but at the same time it felt like something that was uniting us. As far as, this is how this started. This is, the things we fell in love with, the things that we grown to learn to do with this social media. This sound, what they're trying to do now, I don't even know, because it's not really a real script in play.
Yeah.
They're just talking about the things that
has happened,
where it could go, where it might go.
So I'm gonna say something real quick. I don't hate this idea of making a sequel to this, because in the last 15-20 years, like the impact of social media on our everyday lives is like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't deny. So going back to this, it's great because there's a lot of stories to be told there. I just don't feel like in the Facebook world, what can you explore, right? But I'm sure, like, if you dig deeper into like Silicon Valley and like all the impacts and like the different companies, like there's a lot of stories there, right? Like there's so many stories. It could even be like just tossing a wild idea out there, just like Uber, right? Like the company Uber, and like I don't know, bro. Like, tell me more about how that got started and how like Uber are ubiquitous now, right? Like
we got DoorDash.
Like there's so many stories there. Did
you guys know that there's a Spotify movie?
No.
There is a Spotify TV show. Sorry.
Oh.
There's a show on Netflix that I watched during the pandemic. Was it Netflix? It was one of those. I don't even remember the name of it. Al, can you look that up? There's a TV series about the creation of Spotify.
Yeah, I mean,
think
like,
that's pretty cool.
These people like legit rock the world, bro. Like there's so many stories you could even do one like the invention of like YouTube and what it became today, right? Like we're on YouTube right now.
And even
like
how many art like influencers got famous out of there.
The series Clep was talking about is called The Playlist. It's
a
kind of the origins of Spotify.
Yes, and it was really good. It was really good. And
it's still there.
And I don't know if it's still there. Let me know if it's still there. Out. It's called The Playlist, ladies and gentlemen. The Playlist. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that, but it definitely like showed the ups and downs on how they got together, how they built it, the robbery behind it.
Available.
Like I thought it was brilliant. It was really good, and it doesn't take place in America because it's not an American company.
It's like Swedish. Or
yeah. So you get all. It's very good. I recommend that. I highly recommend that. But you're right. There are many other things out there that we could be talking about. I didn't mean to cut you off. I know you were talking.
Oh no, just saying how on YouTube, how there was like a lot of stars that were born there too, from influencers to actors.
Vine.
Because even Vine artists, like we also have what's her name? Who did Insecure?
Issa.
Yeah. How did I forget that? Sorry, pregnancy brain. But Issa, like she had her whole there was even oh my God, I'm not even gonna bring up their name because I'm gonna be sitting here thinking hard. But yeah, at the end of the day, there was an artist on there. He created all his content, everything, and it was more like based on like Disney and their characters, but he recreated it musically. And then he ended up on MTV and all this stuff. So like they get recognized. So that would even be dope too, to see YouTube's origin story and how that
would be really interesting.
Because there's so many people they can pull just to even talk about it and their journey with YouTube.
Yeah, I would love to know about like the origin of YouTube, because I like being there. We were there when the big boom happened. Isn't that crazy? We're older than YouTube, bro. Like,
I'm way older than so many things.
I remember I used to just go on YouTube to watch like people fall. Like that's bad.
Yeah. Cat videos.
Cat videos.
Now you watch your cat videos on Reels, but back in the day, like that's why people used to go to kids today. There are kids today who don't even know a world without YouTube.
Right.
Like, that's
they
their
don't
cable.
know nothing without.
That's
YouTube.
Their cable. That's not even their like. They don't.
Very impactful.
The kids go on there to watch other kids play video games. I'm like, what is the point of us having PlayStation, Xbox? You just sitting there watching this kid talking about how we get through this chapter of a game.
Yeah. Hey, listen, there's people sitting at home watching us talk about a movie.
Right.
Thank you.
So I mean, I hear this thing is happening, or it's greenlit or something of that nature, and
I wonder what
if it's compelling enough, I'll check it out, of course. Do I think these original players are going to come back? I doubt it.
Yeah,
but then what's the point? If it's not a Mark Zuckerberg story, what's the point?
I mean, like, there's other social networks. It's not like this movie's called Facebook. You know?
Good point.
That's true. This movie's not called Facebook. You could do the social network and then another byline. You don't even have to go social network too.
Elon buying X?
Yeah. Why not? And he's, did whatever he did with it.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
There's a lot to mine here, and Aaron Sorkin is super talented, right? Like, huge fan from like, what was the White House show back in the day? Anyways, love it. The Newsroom, like, I'm a huge fan, bro. There's so many. Yeah, The West Wing. There you go. Thanks, Al. There's so much to mine out there in Silicon Valley. So. And I'm sure there's a lot of dirt to dig, So people, turning their backs on each other, kind of like the social network, because that's the initial issue, right? Like how Zuckerberg left the ones who started the company with him behind, and you get nothing, right? Like you get nothing, right? You get like there's so many other moments like that I'm sure has happened.
Yeah.
So like let's see it. Let's get messy.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Whatever. I'm here for it. If it happens, I'll be there. Trust me, I'll be there. But do I really care right now? No, I don't care right now. Until I hear what's going on.
I get something out of it. Because I'm like, what's the point? But the point you bring up, I'm like, okay.
I'll tell you one thing I do care about, and this is this next topic that we're going to talk about. Because why the hell not?
Do it.
So, listen, we're getting a sequel to one of the coolest beat 'em up games that ever came out. It's Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 2, which has been on the screening circuit for like a year and a half, but yet I don't even know when it's coming out. But there are people out there who have seen this movie. I'm not one of them, but there are people out there who have seen it. So right now, we're going to talk a little bit about the Street Fighter movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
And none other than 50 Cent has been tapped to join the cast as Balrog the Boxer.
Perfect.
When is they going to give him the same haircut?
It is perfect.
It really is kind of perfect, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
It's perfect casting, bro. Like at first I was like, oh, 50? But then I was like, yeah, 50. Yeah.
I mean, it was either him or Rampage.
Bro, you know what's crazy is like you can use your Google machine right now and like look up pictures of young 50 boxing, bro. He's been doing this his whole life, bro. He was born to play this part.
Yeah, no, I
feel like M50 chooses the right roles that fits for him.
Oh, come on. Let's not act like this is like a role. This is gonna be 50 being 50.
Yeah, this is part of the ensemble.
Okay, yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like it has to make sense for him.
I can see the trolling. I can see, you know what I mean? Like I can see it all. Like this is the role that 50 was probably born to play.
Yeah. For sure.
But like he's gonna shine in it, of course. We're gonna get like Kanan 3.0.
I'm with it. But like, what even is this movie? Because you mentioned Mortal Kombat, right? And at first, I don't know why my brain just make the connections between the two.
Yeah,
just because maybe like fighting games, right?
Yeah. Because in the 90s, they were like the games.
They are.
Like, when it came to the beat 'em up games, like it was you were either a Sega Mortal Kombat guy or you were a Nintendo Street Fighter guy. There was no in between. You know, and I was a Street Fighter guy.
Yeah,
I wasn't really a Mortal Kombat guy because I just, the whole like combinations and doing fatalities. I was like, I don't care about all that. I just want to do the kick or do the Ryukin. Like that's. And then when they came out with that horrible ass movie,
Yeah, that's another thing. It's like we've seen this property being adapted multiple times already, right?
I mean, they did
Kristen Stewart did her thing, right, with the Legend of Chun-Li.
Oh yeah,
in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like this is the thing that like they tried to do. There's been a few anime movies. Shout out to them. Those were great.
Those were great.
Yeah,
the animators were really great. They were like watching the game. Like they were like the way that they animated it.
And shout out to the OG Raul Julia, playing M. Bison.
Shout out to the OG Ming-Na Wen as the original Chun-Li. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, the Van Damme doing his thing is got. Bro, like
I love how they're in their moment right now.
Yo, listen, the casting in that original Street Fighter is horrendous. Horrendous.
It wasn't a great movie.
I'm sorry, I know he was sick at the time, but you have Raul Julia, like that's skinny, and he's Bison. Supposed to be affordable for. Come on, man. You didn't even give him a bodysuit. Come on.
He was still a force, though, Al.
Yeah,
he put hands on everybody.
Yeah,
I'm saying he wasn't a diesel dude.
Yeah, but listen, it was a time that was before CGI for real, and that movie's bad. And then who's the dude that played Blanca?
Yeah, no, let's not have him back.
Let's not have him back.
But they got a damn upgrade for Blanca, didn't they?
And listen, I did you guys a solid. I got the whole cast.
Thank you, Clap.
This is the whole cast. Listen, the whole cast that is going to be. I'm sorry, Al. I didn't give you the graphic. I'm sorry. I know.
I'm looking like I wish I'm going to press the button.
So listen, we have a new Blanca.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We have a new Blanca. Is Jason Momoa is Blanca? Listen, this guy's got the two dopest roles of his career right now. Yeah. So now he's got what's he got? Lobo coming up in DC, and now he's gonna be Blanca.
Yo, shout out to Roman Reigns though.
Shout out to Roman Reigns, bro.
He's playing Akuma, bro.
Shout out to Roman Reigns.
He's playing Akuma, bro. Wait, why is Andrew Schultz on here?
I have no idea, bro. I have no idea.
That just took me way out.
Yeah,
bro.
he's in this. He's on the cast list, and they got Andrew Koji as the rumor, but Andrew Schultz is definitely on the cast list. It doesn't say rumor. I don't know Overall Peck. Do you guys know who that is? He's playing Vega. I'm curious to know who this guy is.
The picture is interesting too.
Yeah, the picture is killing me.
Then we have another rumor who's playing Ken. I've never seen this guy before in my life either. But hopefully they cast people who are like able. Like I don't want to see actors trying to be martial artists. I want to see martial artists who can act. That's what who can act, not who try to act. Yeah. I want to listen.
So where you gonna put Michael Jai White, bro? Because now I need him in here if you want a martial artist, bro. Like I need him in this.
You do need him in this, but I don't know who he's gonna play.
A trainer, maybe, or one of the characters.
Who's gonna play DJ? Is his name?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that to me.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe there's a place for him. He could have been a Balrog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, of course. But 50 doing that, so
yeah, but listen. I'm okay with this cast right now.
No, this cast is rounding up great.
You know, this is going to be all over WWE.
Yeah,
because it's got Roman in it, and there's another rumored wrestler in it too. I can't remember who it is. This guy.
Who that? That's Roman.
That's Roman. That's Roman.
Oh,
that's his real name. Yeah. I didn't know that was his real name.
I said Roman. I'm like, I don't see no Roman.
Yeah.
There's a Joe.
I'm thinking there's two different people. Like, what the hell? And I watch wrestling, but I didn't know that was his real name.
His wrestling name. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's what they're going by.
I want to see Jason Momoa do Blanca. And he better not talk. I don't
want
to hear
they're gonna make him.
How green they're gonna make him? How is he gonna be crouched over like how he's supposed to be? Yeah, so he's essentially gonna be like a Hulk.
There's a lot of questions.
Because Blanca's the Hulk. They just ripped off.
Blanca is a Hulk.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm still stuck on Jason just being this funny. I think Minecraft is still stuck with me.
Minecraft. Huh?
So I'm trying to get that vision out of my head and take him serious for this role.
I don't think this movie is going to be serious at all. I'd be really shocked if they go serious with it. These characters These characters are way too colorful. They're too colorful for that.
I'm trying to cast Andrew in a role from one of these fighters.
But it's gonna be that Street Fighter that I didn't grow up on.
He's playing Sagat.
Oh my God. It's gonna I feel like it's gonna be that Street Fighter that I didn't grow up on, or Al the ones that, because there was a time when we stopped playing, right?
Yeah, man.
And then they started adding new characters.
Speak for yourself, Clep.
Well, they started. Well, okay, I will speak for myself because I know people that are probably still playing this game but I stopped playing when they started adding, like, there was like 20 characters in this thing, and they weren't memorable. They all started doing the same moves. Like,
Clep, you don't play, bro.
Put me on,
thing, bro.
Put me on.
I mean, they got characters out there. I'm not on there, but I'm on there. I'm not like a hardcore fighting game because, bro, like, it's just different levels. Like, I could go in there and have fun, but I can't play competitive.
Let me ask you this: you turn on Street Fighter right now.
Yeah.
Who are you playing as?
Oh, I'm picking the classics, bro.
Exactly.
That's what I grew up with, though. Like, but there's people that might go in there and pick like Birdie or whatever,
you
like
naming somebody I don't even
that's
know.
What I'm saying. Like, there's new characters. Birdie. Like, there's new characters. They introduce a new character, like a bunch of new characters every iteration. So, like, right now, I think we're going on like Street Fighter 5, and like that's gonna have some new characters.
Yeah. So you think they're gonna lean more to the new character? Well, I think they're gonna definitely they got classics in here now. Like, they got
Street
Cam.
Fighter
They got
6 is the next one.
Yeah.
I misspoke, but yeah, there's always new characters, bro.
Jelly, what do you know about Street Fighter? You ever played this?
I feel like I played it, but I don't think it's as memorable as Mortal Kombat for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
I was like, I love Mortal Kombat. Like, I used to play it all the time with my brother and beat his ass.
Mortal Kombat did have like a more impact, at least with the entertainment world, right?
Yeah.
We've gotten 2 solid movies out of it, so yeah, like, that's okay, like. And you can't remember that classic theme song, right? Like, Mortal Kombat, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for like that soundtrack did for dance clubs, what like no other musician ever did, bro. So, shout out to Mortal Kombat. Not Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
It was on and popping once they said that.
All right, man. You guys let us know, man. How excited are you for the new Street Fighter coming up? I'm pumped. I mean, I like that 50. I think 50 being in this is a smart thing. It's a good thing. It's gonna definitely sell the movie. Oh yeah, no, you know what I mean. And he's gonna have his liquor all over it.
Oh yeah.
You guys let us know what you guys think about this. So let's get into this. Like, we talked about, we were gonna do some movie reviews.
Yeah.
I saw 3 movies. I mean, I saw 2 movies, and then we all collectively have been watching a TV series. So we're gonna start off with the first movie. The first movie that we're gonna talk about right now is none other than Brad Pitt's F1 with Damson Idris in this. And before I talk about what I thought about this film, I want to talk a little bit about what this movie is. Now, a lot of people were comparing this to, a Top Gun Maverick. They were comparing it to, a Days of Thunder, maybe even a Drive.
Yeah.
And the film stars Brad Pitt, Damson Idris from Snowfall. A lot of you guys may know. And it follows not a has-been, but a washed-up, maybe what never was been driver who just has the goods. He has the goods, but has never been able to actually show the goods. But he's still old school, and he has his ways that can help. His friend, played by I can't remember his name. I can't. It's right on the tip of my tongue. I'll get in a second.
They'll come to you.
Yeah. But he calls upon him. He says, "I want you to join my team. We have a chance to actually win, but I need someone like you on my team." He's been out of the game for a while. He did a NASCAR race. I can't remember which race he had just finished, but he did a race and he was out. He was like, "I'm good. I'm out of it." And his buddy comes and gets him. He makes a decision to come back. And then when he comes back, he meets the hothead, the new rookie, Damson Idris, who's got the goods, but he's still wet behind the ears. He's got much to learn. He's a hot shot. He's in the media. And then, they kind of work out their bond, not right away, but there's a rivalry there. And the rest is history.
Club, is this like a biographical type of thing?
It's
like,
not.
what is this? Just a drama? Like, what are we? Who's this for? What are we doing?
This is a drama, and I wanna emphasize, because the marketing on this was very weird, because at first it was called F1, which we all know, the Formula One race. Everybody, it's a big deal. But for some reason, during mid-marketing, and I'm talking like within a month of this thing coming out, they changed the name of the movie to F1 the movie. And that's going to play a part in my review on this, on why I think they did that. So overall, what did I think about F1? I think F1 is a very, very, very entertaining film. It is from top to bottom what you would have gotten in a Top Gun movie. A lot of people are comparing it to a Top Gun, but I think it's its own thing. I don't think that it's a Top Gun comparison. I think it's a movie of its own. I think that it can stand on its own. It doesn't need to be compared to movies like Top Gun. Maverick, I'm saying, not the original. Yeah. And that's only because it has like the old school guy coming back, that kind of deal. It has a similar vibe to it, but it doesn't need that. But I thought the movie well written, characters are awesome, characters are relatable. The chemistry between Damson and Pitt it's phenomenal. But the problem with this film that I see a lot of people having, especially Formula One fans, and why I think they changed the name of the movie was because it's very Hollywood. There's a lot of tones in this thing, a lot of beats in this thing that kind of celebrate cheating. And
old school Hollywood, I see.
And I didn't really, for a while, it didn't bother me, but as I'm watching the movie, I'm like, yo, I'm like, are these guys even really good?
Yeah. Because, are we the baddies?
You know, because like their tactics and the things that they're doing in order to like move forward and advance is like, this is really questionable stuff. Like it's like it doesn't even feel like these guys are really good.
Yeah, who are you rooting for?
Yeah, it's like they brought Pitt in to kind of play dirty.
Yeah.
But it's legal in the sport, so to speak, I guess. But yeah, so that was stuff that I took away from it. But overall, I thought the movie was really dope. Like I had a really fun time watching this movie. I think it's a great popcorn film, a great date film. I think that if you just wanted to like go out, there's nothing to do, and you needed a movie to watch, this is the movie I'm recommending. Like you're like, let's get out of the house and go do something. Let's go watch this F1 movie. Yeah, I think it's pretty solid. There's enough there for the ladies and enough there for the guys that you're gonna walk on and be like, oh, I was not bored. What at all.
I feel like this is like a hard sell for a lot of people, just because like if you're not already into the racing world.
Oh, Javier Bardem, by the way.
Javier, oh yeah, shout out to him, man.
Oh, you got it.
If you're not already into the racing world, like, how you gonna get me to to buy a ticket? You know, like
I'm not into the racing world, and I'm not gonna lie. After watching this, it got me really kind of interested in watching an F1 race.
Wow,
because you get a little bit of, you know how when you watch like some people they say they can't understand golf,
right?
They don't understand golf.
I'm one of them.
But then you watch a movie like Happy Gilmore. And you're like, oh,
it's not about golf though.
Yeah, but I know, but there's golf rules.
There's golf in it, yeah.
And there's golf rules, and you can pay attention to what. Oh, well, how's he scoring? How does he advance? Yeah. That's what I get from this. When I watch it, I'm like, oh, okay, so this is what matters in the sport. This is what matters. Maybe if I watch I'll be able to connect the two. Now, somebody commented just recently on my Out of the Theater reaction, and he was like, yeah, it's good. It's entertaining for people who aren't F1 fans. And I was like, okay.
So they made it for the casuals.
And I was like, okay, I get where you're coming from, because there are moments in this where it feels Hollywood. If you can pull yourself out of it, it's like Rocky. It's a boxing movie, but come on now.
Yeah,
if anyone was taking blows like that to the head, fight's over. You're not going 12 rounds. So he was like, yeah, there's parts where they're filming and you could tell they're using different tracks. And I was like, oh, all right. I didn't pick up on
the fact that they even peeped that. You're paying attention to detail.
Yeah, I'm just watching the motherfuckers race. But yeah, no. So yeah, walking out of it, I was like, I could probably watch a race and probably
understand what's happening.
Yeah. So I don't know, Jelly. What about you? What does it interest you? Did you even think about it?
Even when you was like posting and stuff, I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And I think it's because of the cast for me. And because of Brad Pitt and Idris, yes, I love Idris.
Idris he's next up, man.
He sure is, man.
I'm trying to tell you, it's a new T'Challa right there.
I'm with it. You know what?
I was about to say James Bond,
or that too. Yes, because wasn't that a rumor?
I said it, but I know a lot of people will be so mad.
You think?
Yeah.
Bro, we're gonna talk about it next.
Weren't they mad with Idris Elba when they?
I think Idris would be more liked than Idris because people know him.
Yeah, he's an older cat though.
Yeah, he's way too old. He's way too old. Al, you any interest in F1 at all? No.
Yeah.
Not a car guy? Not a race car guy?
No, man. If if I want to watch a race movie, I'd rather make one of myself and watch me race and get arrested.
Oh shit! He said, "Coming up on Cops."
Yeah,
those are my favorite races.
They also have a cool popcorn bucket too. I unfortunately didn't.
Let me guess. Is it a car?
No, it's a helmet.
No.
It's a helmet.
Cool.
I posted a picture of it. See, I didn't get this one because when I went to go see this movie, I didn't even know they were on sale. And the gentleman that was sitting next to me with his date,
got a hat.
He had one. And I was like, yo,
you were like, excuse me, sir.
I was like, I took a picture with that. And he was like, yeah, absolutely. So I took a picture in the theater holding someone else's popcorn. I feel ashamed, but I had to do it. I had to post it for you guys so you knew. And they have two. They have the Brad Pitt helmet, and then they have the black with the gold for Damson's character, which is cool. I'm trying to get one of them jackets. I want an actual jacket because I used to have the Ricky Bobby jacket from Talladega Nights, official.
Oh man.
I want this, but they don't make it. They don't have one. Tommy Hilfiger did a collab with them. It's trash.
Sounds like expensive
and trash. Yeah. Expensive and trash. I'm sorry. I don't like it.
Aren't these like bodysuits, Clep, though? Like,
those ones are, but you know, NASCAR makes real jackets. I would love
this is F1 though.
Yeah, but still, they gotta have like a race jacket. Like if they made a race jacket for Tommy, Tommy's is a race jacket, it's just leather.
Yeah.
And it's trash. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not cool. They need to make a canvas one.
Not what it is.
White with the black, or you can do the black with the gold, whatever. But I like the white with the black. That would sell. I'm telling you right now, that would sell. But you know, I don't know.
Oh, I know I'm going backwards. Did you see the merch for Fantastic Four at Hot Topic?
Oh yeah. But it's for women though.
I think I'm definitely gonna
You're gonna get the turtleneck?
I want to.
Yeah,
and I want
cool.
like the necklace.
I'm very jealous because I saw that and I saw a dude.
But didn't they have a jacket too?
No, I didn't see a jacket. I know Box Lunch has they have this hoodie that's pretty dope that I might get. But I didn't see any jacket or anything. But I saw the turtleneck sweatsuit. Fire. Yeah. But yeah, that's my F1 review. The movie. Sorry, F1 the movie. Go check it out. It's in theaters now. I think it was pretty cool. Did we have numbers on that? What did it do?
It did.
Oh wait, last week was the first week. So
the daily numbers was 25,000, but domestically it hit 55.
Opening weekend?
Yeah, domestically 55. Yeah, because it came out literally on the 27th. Friday. This is all Fridays. Yeah,
it's not bad.
So domestically it was 55 mil, internationally 88 mil, worldwide 144 mil.
That's still on its opening weekend.
So it did 100. So it did 100 opening weekend globally.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Yeah,
that's really good. This movie's gonna do okay.
Yeah, it hit like 3,000 theaters.
It's gonna do okay. I think this movie's gonna do. I think it's gonna word of mouth is gonna pick up on this movie because a lot of people like it that have seen it. All right, guys and girls. Let's get to the next film. This is another sequel. We're still on our sequel train. Hollywood is doing reboots and sequels, and this was a sequel that, when I heard it was coming, I wasn't overly excited, but I knew it was coming. I was like, there's no way they're not going to do a sequel to this movie because of the first one. And we're talking about Megan 2.0, ladies and gentlemen. This movie here is a genre bend of the original 2022 horror film about a killer doll.
Yeah.
And now she's
where have we seen that before?
Right?
Yeah.
There's a few of those out there, which they were able to reinvent.
I liked it. I like Megan.
Did you like the first Megan?
No, I didn't even watch it.
Why? Were you scared of dolls?
No, it did not attract me at all.
The first Megan didn't attract you at all?
No, when she started dancing, I was like, oh.
It's such a memeable. It's like one of the most recognizable things from that movie.
It's probably the most social media like kind of movie.
Yeah,
like it's a movie that's for now. No. It's a movie that's for now. The original.
Oh yeah. No, it's definitely serving the audience, right? And the new audience, it's all AI, right? Like it's not Child's Play, right? Child's Play, it's about supernatural. Only Child's Play's a horror killer. Movie. Killer jumps into a body.
Child's Play is
this is just AI jump. Somebody fed it in killer AI into a killer bot, and we have some fun with it.
So let me give you guys a gist about what's going on in Megan 2 before I give you my overall review of what I thought about this film. So Megan 2 is a sequel to the 2022 original film Megan. Which starred I don't even remember who does
Ashley Williams.
Yeah, but I don't remember who does the voice for that. I actually follow the lady who talks for Megan, but I don't really remember her name. She posts every once in a while. She's pretty cute. It's funny. She played a prank on her sister. Actually, she had like a real life size Megan and left it in the closet.
Who was talking?
Yeah, it's funny. So the film is it's a complete genre bend, ladies and gentlemen. So the original is a horror movie about this doll that comes to life. It gets it's like why it's an AI doll that kind of goes haywire, and it has a prime objective to protect this little girl, and it goes too far in protecting this little girl, no matter the cost, no matter who you are. If you make this girl feel bad or you seem like you're a threat to her, you're done. You're done.
You're done, son.
So in this one,
finished.
They kind of come in contact with another AI who seems just as dangerous as Megan. And in order to stop this AI, they need the help from Megan.
Yeah, fire with fire.
So we're getting a little bit of T2.
Okay.
This is T2.
Yeah.
This is T2, ladies and gentlemen.
T2?
Terminator 2.
Oh, okay.
No one's talking about. I don't even heard anyone say that yet, so I hope that we're like the first ones to kind of say. This is literally.
I saw it today, and that is the first thing I told my brothers. This feels like a Terminator flick.
Yes,
but you know what?
Yes,
that's great because if you're gonna farm from somewhere,
Cameron,
farm from the best.
Farm from Cameron.
Yeah.
No one bets against Cameron.
Yeah.
You don't bet against Cameron.
I tell you what though, like this image I hate.
Yeah.
It just looks Power Ranger-ish to me. And I don't like it.
I chose this image because this sums up the movie. This is the movie.
They're both AI?
Yeah, they're both AI. So, but the thing is, what did I think about Megan 2.0 is that, again, very entertaining popcorn flick.
Yeah.
Genre bend at its best. When you want your IP to live on, you have to make it fit in the now. I think that if they would have tried to stick to the original premise of this movie,
it wouldn't have worked.
It wouldn't have worked. It would have been the same old thing.
Yeah.
It would have been boring. It would have been another horror or whatever. But they leaned in to the things that made the first one successful, which was, you know, the witty banter of the AI, the colors, the campiness, the dance moves, they picked up the pace.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of action in this thing. She's gone from murderer to protector. So now you've made something that was essentially terrifying to kids, likable to kids. That's so smart. Because now you can sell toys.
We're advertising to kids now.
You can sell clothes. You can sell makeup. You can sell popcorn buckets. Did you see the popcorn bucket? Did you see popcorn?
Is it a Megan head?
Yes, it's a Megan head with her bangs and the glasses, the pop star look. Like she's looking like, oops, I did it again. Like she's like literally like.
That's the vibes of this movie?
That's the vibes of this movie, but it's still good.
Like, one of the taglines?
It worked for me.
Yeah.
It worked for me. Is it going to be movie of the year? No. Is it going to win an Oscar? Hell no. But it was a satisfying experience. If you're sitting at home, I'm going to say at home because this isn't something I'm going to run back to the theater to see. I'm not going to bring people back to the theater with me to see this. But I will.
Something for me at home.
Yeah, you'll watch it. Especially, it's not even a horror time movie. Like it's just a fun time. I could see like Megan themed parties, like sleepovers. You want to have your friends come over, we're gonna do a Megan watch. This is it, man. That's what this is. It's a good time. It's fun. It's not just for girls. It's it's just bonkers. There's a lot of things in the 80s that we to this day still rave about.
Yeah,
that are in the same category as Megan 2.0.
I will definitely watch this at home, but I will not go to the theaters to watch it. The trailer didn't even do it for me.
No?
Yeah, I was just I was thrown off. I was like, wait.
Yeah. It's not what I was expecting from her.
A hero? What's going on here?
Yeah, those were my thoughts exactly. Like, oh, she's a good guy now. Okay. And I could see them playing to the comedy, which I don't mind because we all love a good horror comedy.
There's some people out there that don't think it's funny. I mean, that's all subjective, of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think younger kids or younger adults would find this humorous. The beats are, like I said, like they turned it from a terrifying horror into like a family film with a little bit of edge. Because there's deaths in it. There are people, but they even pulled back on the death scenes. There's not even a lot of gore. There's not even any kill scenes really. It's like, Terminator 2 meets Short Circuit.
Wow.
So
her numbers too. The daily number was 4 million, and then the domestic was 10.
So
and
it's low.
Worldwide, it was 17 million.
Yeah, this is what the type of movie that, like you said earlier, will pick up on VOD.
Yeah, but that's not bad for this. You know what I mean? You're doing double-digit millions opening weekend against,
I wonder what the budget for this is. Hopefully they kept it small enough.
Can you get a budget on Megan?
Yeah, I didn't write that.
Yeah, hopefully they kept it small enough that like they could turn out like a profit and maybe like you know in the extended live with VOD and the streaming boost that it'll get.
Yeah. They'll probably get more streaming boost than anything.
Maybe we'll get a Megan 3.0.
Oh no, we're definitely getting another Megan. Trust me. There's no Easter eggs, there's no post-credit scene, but I'm telling you right now, this is coming back.
Yeah.
Blumhouse knows what they're doing with Megan.
This is a franchise.
Yeah. Blumhouse knows there's just too much left on the table to just abandon this. Even if it goes straight to streaming, we're getting another Megan movie. We are definitely getting another Megan movie. Even if they cross her over and put her somewhere else,
I can see that happening. The crossover.
She's just likable.
Yeah,
like she's just a character. Like, listen, it could be an anime. It could be a cartoon.
Yeah,
it could be a TV series. This is franchise at its best. What they've managed to do with this character, the fact that they were even able to make it work as a different genre, she's more than two-dimensional. And I said that in my theater reaction. Megan will be back. What do you got, Al?
All right, so check this out. The original film had a budget of $12 million.
So it's already beat the first one.
Oh, yeah.
So that was the first one. The second movie, this one is estimated to have cost between 15 and 25 million.
And it's already tracking.
It's halfway there. Worldwide, it made 17.
Yeah, worldwide. So one more weekend, it'll
it's at 10 domestically.
Yeah, so. It'll recoup in 1 weekend. Yeah. Word of mouth on this thing, it's like it's 50-50 right now.
Yeah.
So people that love this stuff are gonna come out. You know what I mean?
I love that you said this could live as a crossover. And my mind hasn't stopped tinkering.
Yeah.
Like who do I want to see with Megan? Like
Chucky?
Nah.
It's Universal.
I guess
it's Universal.
Like doll versus doll.
We're talking
versus new school.
We're talking about a character who has no business being relevant right now.
Right.
And he lived on to a TV series for how many seasons?
Well, I mean, the last theater remake or reimagining of Child's Play. No, but I'm saying he was an AI.
Yeah. I think they'll bring back the original, if anything. I mean, they were talking about it during the TV series. He even name dropped her on the show. Yeah, he name dropped her on the show.
So that I wouldn't be surprised at all.
They're both Universal, and who's bonkers enough to do it? Jason Blum.
Yeah.
Jason Blum. If there's dollars in that, regardless if it's good or not, there's dollars in that.
Yeah, I just because like where this film took Megan, I just don't know if I see that as a good fit. Just because now Megan's like a larger doll and a protector, like I don't know. Like my mind hasn't I still haven't gotten to like, oh, this will be a great franchise to cross it with.
Maybe she'll have to stop Chucky.
Yeah, she would have to be if she's a protector. Chucky's ready to kill any and everybody. Yeah. So she's gonna have to protect the kids.
Because she's still got a little bit of attitude. Trust me. Like she's the good guy in this, the protagonist, so to speak. But you can't trust her.
Yeah.
You're like, what is she up to? She's smarter than everyone in the room. And you learn that watching it. So yeah, that's my overall review for Megan. I think that it's very entertaining. It's fun watch. Do I recommend that you rush out and see this? No, but it'll be a good time if you get your girls, your boys together, and you're like, yo, let's just go do something stupid. Let's go watch Megan. Cool, or sit at home. What's up, Al? What you got?
And once again, Marcellus, man, my man is on point 2. Says there's going to be a spinoff coming from the Megan universe.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Is it going to be for this character here, Amelia? Because she looks like Scarlett Johansson, but she's
a little bit.
And she also kind of resembled Elizabeth Olsen too in the movie. But yeah, you guys and girls, let me know what you guys think about Megan. If you've seen it, if you're interested in seeing it, if it's just too out there for you, I totally understand. It's not for everyone, but I wasn't bored. I watched it. I enjoyed it. I did watch it, walk out of there like, what the fuck did I just watch? But listen, I've watched worse shit in the 80s, so trust me, I'm prepared for this.
Have you ever watched The Keep from the 80s? Jesus.
Have you ever watched Deadly Friend from the 80s?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to the last thing, and this is the last review that we're gonna have. Nope, this works. Oh, I don't even have my image for it. Al, you're gonna have to throw it up on your end. This is what we thought about Ironheart season 1. For me, episodes 1 through 6. For you guys, episodes 1 to 3. So I'm gonna just give my little gist of what I thought of the overall series, and then we'll get into what we know about episodes 1 through 3. So for those of you who do not know what Ironheart is the spin-off character kind of Iron Man. She's from the comics. I think it was like 2015 she was introduced. Riri Williams, brainiac child in school, gets kicked out of school. She knows how to make an Iron Man suit. They used her and put her in Wakanda Forever. I was not a fan of how they used her in Wakanda Forever. So I was on the fence about this show. I was a little worried. I wanted to see the show. I was amped to see the show because I liked the character in the books. So I was giving it a shot anyways. The series follows Riri as she's just coming back. She's already been back. She left Wakanda. She's back in the States. She's going to MIT. She's in Wakanda Forever. We saw her having a little extracurricular activity as far as selling assignments and things of that nature. And in this one, we get a little bit more of that. We get a gist of what she's doing.
That's why
she gets booted out. And then she goes back home to Chicago, where we know her to be from. And she's trying to find her, her footing. She's trying to figure out what she wants to do. And she falls into this band of mischiefs who want to use her abilities and her talents to help them pull off schemes. And, the rest is history. What I think about Ironheart as a whole is, 6 episodes. I feel like it's too short. I feel like I want to like this character. I just haven't found a reason to like this character yet. Yeah. I feel like they want me to love this character, but it feels kind of impossible to love this character when I feel like I don't know this character still. I feel like they're trying to cram so much at me that they want it to work. But for me, it's there, but it's not there. So I'm conflicted with the show overall. There are some really cool callbacks to the comics with modern storylines, modern characters, even old school characters and old school storylines within the MCU that I really like. That stuff is really keeping me salivating and wanting more. The Riri character, again, I struggle with connecting with her. I need more than just she's just black. I need more than that. I need more than just this is an urban character from an urban set. I need more than that. I need a little. I feel like these Disney Plus shows are too short.
Yeah,
it's not just her. I feel like they're for all of them because I really love the Miss Marvel show, and I feel like it was still too short.
It's crazy,
and I connected more with Miss Marvel too. Like I think there's something missing with Riri. I don't know what.
Yeah,
because like I
well, and then you're talking from a 3-episode standpoint.
In just 3 episodes, and like it's even the first 2, I'm still like okay. By the 3rd one, I was like, you got me, and it's not even just you got me with her character. Like yes, there was a piece that I finally saw. Like it got intense. There was something drastic that happened, and I was just like, okay, what's gonna happen now? Where are we gonna go from here? Because I think now they have an idea of how that whole situation happened, but something is missing, like you said, for the connection with the character.
Yeah,
I don't know exactly what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but I'm just like, I do need more. And now even saying it out loud, I'm like, wow, we only have 3 episodes left too. So there's 3 more weeks.
Yeah.
And if you're saying to like you need more out of this rather than the 6 episodes, I'm like, what am I gonna get out of it?
Well, and I'll let you speak in 1 second. Like, because it ends on a note where you might throw your remote in a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way, not in a bad way. You're not going to be like, oh, after show. You're going to throw it in frustration because you're going to want so much
more. Yeah,
so much more, and that's where I'm at with it right now. I feel a little incomplete. Like I like what I've seen. I don't love what I've seen, but I don't hate it. There's a lot of people out there that are just really hating this and calling out the wrong stuff. And she's like, for me, she has a lot of flaws, so it's hard for her to be a likable character.
Very flawed.
But I know there's something in there that we're gonna like. They just haven't really given it to me yet.
Right.
So I'm just waiting patiently, like, okay, but then the ending happens and you're like, you mother.
Yeah, I mean, even with the third episode, I'm like, next episode, and then it goes into Wakanda Forever, and then I just start crying. I'm like, I need to take this off. Oh
Where are you at with this show?
No,
right
so
now?
like I'm just gonna focus on something you said about it being too short.
Yeah.
Which I have a problem with that being the narrative. Just brother, this is gonna be 5.5 hours of TV by the time it's all said and done. Like, how is that not enough? Like, what more? What more do you need?
It's
in the
writing.
You need an 18 episode run? Like, no. Like, but you need to be smarter about your storytelling choices. 5 hours is plenty. Like, when the MCU got introduced, they got introduced with an under 2 hour movie with Robert Downey. You know, like, and that worked. You know.
But also, oh my God, I was gonna call him Happy. Happy knew that you needed to get to the heart of it. He knew there was a connection that needed to be made, and like I think everyone connected with Robert, like or Tony.
Well, I mean, we had like 20 movies to get connected to Robert.
I know,
but it happened all in the first movie, though.
The first phase was definitely something that like just captured a lot of people's hearts, and just the way the build-up happened.
Yeah, but you got to think of the way that the narrative is being told, though. When you say that we fell in love with Tony within a 2 hour span, we're dealing with that one character versus one villain. We have this character with so many side characters,
and that's one of my biggest issues.
So many side characters that we have to get to know in order to understand where the story's going. It's not fair to her. Yeah. It's not fair to that character because we're seeing her be a different person with all these different people. Right. We're not getting a consistent Riri. Even with Wakanda Forever, she's completely different than she was in Wakanda Forever because that turmoil and that anxiety that she's dealing with in this show was never displayed.
Yeah, that's true.
She brought up the issue once about the stepdad.
Yeah.
But then let it go. Mm-hmm. Like, I wish we would have got an idea of what we were getting set up for.
Yes.
In this show beforehand, maybe once or twice. Even if you just threw her somewhere else, then we could kind of get I'm not saying because it's not a bad show. Yeah. I'm enjoying the show. I love the show. I just want to really care about Riri, and I'm not there yet.
Yeah. I think they made a big mistake with how likable they made her AI character, Natalie.
Yes, they did.
It's super how I'd rather have her in the suit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that was like, and honestly, like, this is besides the point. I had a huge issue with like them just not addressing the fact that like they're putting somebody real to her, like that's her AI. Like, brother, like we're so close to this being a real world issue where like people pass away and then like you take their image and like put them in an AI that like just like uses a language model to like feed you words.
Yeah.
And like you still have the image of this person that's since deceased, but you still have like their voice.
Yeah.
You know, like that's super like it's a serious issue, and they just kind of like the mom's like, "Oh, this is great." No, it's not great. Yo, this is weird and creepy. But they don't even address it.
That's true. So I think that is my problem. Not just the AI, but the fact that, okay, you said they brought it up once about her stepdad. I don't even remember that. I don't even remember that. So to when we're in her watching these episodes and I'm trying to figure out her story and learning like, okay, her stepdad passed away and her best friend passed away. When the AI came out, I thought she was going to be more traumatized about it. To me, there wasn't enough emotion from her when that happened. She was like, "You're my best friend and you're in my suit and this, that." But that was it. And then you're right with the mom, just like, wow, you look just like her. Like I would
freak out.
I would still be freaking out. I'd still be like in my grieving phase because grief doesn't have a time.
So let's get a little nitpicky, right? Because yeah, overall it's watchable. It's watchable. We can enjoy it.
Yeah.
Let's get nitpicky, because that whole narrative with the AI thing, there's two things that I had an issue with. In the beginning, well, not the beginning, when she's talking to Hood for the first time, and well, not the first time, but one of the times, and she says, did you guys see this scene yet? I'm pretty sure you did. When she said she wanted to make something iconic.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. And that's in the trailer as well, too.
Because they're going back and forth about being a criminal. She's like, I'm not a criminal. I'm an engineer.
Yeah. And she's like, and he's like, you want to make something. She's like, iconic. You just literally simulated a dead person from your brain.
That is.
Yeah.
You should be a billionaire.
That's it right
now.
there. That's her idea.
Iconic, and you want to just copy what Tony Stark did?
Yeah.
Right.
You just literally did his barf.
Right.
Sitting at your table at home.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
and not only that, the AI has the mannerisms, so realistic. That's the second thing I have a problem with. You don't even know she's an AI until she like glitches out every once in a while.
Right.
It's like they just wanted to bring this character into the show and just have her alive and just have her there. And yeah, Natalie's in the comic. But Natalie's an AI. Natalie's an AI the same way Jarvis is an AI, same way Tony was an AI for her. And it's like, if you just wanted to cast the best friend, then just cast the best friend.
If you wanted to have the AI use the suit,
or maybe
you should have never had
the father pass away and then have the friend there as the moral support. You know,
I feel like we're just meeting this character. If you wanted to have an AI in the suit, you should never display her in the suit. You know what I mean? Like they overlap her face in the suit. That's not necessary if this is an AI character. And it has me thinking like, okay, well, like, damn, I prefer her in the suit. Like, and because like you said, she's a very flawed character, and like how they want us to relate to her. She's like, okay, she's broke. She can't make nothing iconic because she's broke like us.
She literally just simulated an AI from her thoughts.
Right. Like, so it's just like, man, like
simulated an AI.
I feel like this character, it's not there yet. Like it's like,
and that's why
her struggles, you know.
That's why I feel like, well, like I said, when you get to the finale, you're gonna be like, that's when it gets interesting. Yeah. You're gonna be like, whoa, what?
And like the end of this third episode, right? Like that's she met some like real world consequences, which is like super heavy stuff, right? Like she can I spoil it?
Yeah, go ahead.
She let somebody there to die, right? Like,
oh my, that's where it took me. So I was like, this is serious.
Yeah, like, and
she's
I can
freaking out about it. She's having that like, like almost that attack. Like,
and I can see them like playing it off like, okay, it was like a life or death moment, right? She just hopped in the suit. The suit was the one that made the decision, but no, at the end of the day, she's in control. And I think what they'll try to play it off is like she already had a piece of the hood, and it was like on her heart, literally iron heart, right? Over her iron heart, and maybe that's what made her like, you know, because like even I don't know the character's name, like the like I know him as Hood, but like Hood is making choices that probably like his original person wouldn't make those same choices, right? Like legit. His boy was like pleading him to like, let's just walk away from this. We got plenty.
Yeah, once he was like, nah, because I think it was a comment that they said on there, and he was just like, nah. That's when I knew something was gonna go wrong.
Well, he can't, and you'll learn why he can't. You know what I mean? Like there are a lot of great things about this series that I really, really love. I love the Reboot character. I mean, I love the comic, but there are some flawed issues, some nitpicky things that are going on narratively that just aren't like. It's not making the story flow for me, but I will, and I stand by when I tell you the finale makes it worth the wait, but it is a frustrating wait. Yeah. And it's like mind-boggling because we know where we are in the MCU right now or where we're going, and you're like, well, how the fuck does this fit in?
Yeah. That's
why is it important?
I can't wait for you guys to get there. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my full review of Ironheart and their 1, 2, 3 episode review of Ironheart. Let me know what you guys are feeling about Ironheart right now. And for those of you who have seen it, inbox me and let me know. Let's talk shop about this finale if you've seen it. And if you haven't, let's talk shop about episodes 1, 2, 3. What do you think it's gonna go? Or how do you feel about the show? Do you like Riri? Do you not? Again, like, comment, and share everything that we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can find us. WeAreCritics.com. Al, you can throw up those follow links down there at the bottom for them so that they can follow us. on wearecritics.com. You can follow us at We Are Critics on Instagram. You can also follow us at CritiXtv on YouTube if that's where you're watching us. Give us a subscription. Follow us because we're going to be doing this every Sunday, 5 p.m. live. Me, my man Migs, and Jelly. Let them know where they can find you, Migs.
Well, yeah. Next Sunday, I'll be here.
Yeah.
5 p.m. live.
It's the only place you can find them. Jelly, where can they find you?
You can find me at Miss Jelly CX. On my Instagram and on my Facebook page.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I got my man in the background. Of course, I forgot to give him the shout out in the beginning, but we couldn't do this without the voice of God in the background. Mr. Wepa, Al Mega.
Let's go.
Always a pleasure. And yeah, of course, you guys know where to find me, ClepCX on all platforms. I keep it simple for you guys so you can find me, follow me, drop comments, and talk movies with me. Again, like I said, this is episode 2. We're still fixing the kinks here. So pardon any mistakes or mishaps that you've seen along the way. We're getting it right. We're getting it better for you guys. We're going to be here every week, staying consistently. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk to you all soon. Peace.